The day was June 23rd, 2016. The British population had decided to leave the European Union, and Google Trends showed this. The top questions searched on the internet in the United Kingdom were these. What does it mean to leave the EU? What is the European Union? Which countries are in the EU? What will happen now we've left the EU? How many countries are in the EU? If your voting population is looking for these answers on the net just before a crucial vote like Brexit, what does it tell you about their understanding of the subject? But let's leave Brexit for a bit. It's a unique blunder. First, let's talk about what a referendum is. It's a general vote by the people on a single question. So why is there a problem? After all, it's the people voting. Shouldn't referendums be hailed as the epitome of democracy? Not really. People vote a government. Decision-making should be the government's job. Discussions and debates in Parliament are meant to sort tricky questions. And as Brexit has shown, people may not be the best judges on tricky political questions. Now imagine if India had held a plebiscite after the Pulwama attack or Pakistan held a referendum after the Balakot strikes. The people would have voted for stronger military action because emotions run high and obscure sense and rationality. So do referendums even work? The record is mixed. In India, the story of referendums goes as far back as 1948. Under Nehru and Mountbatten, in 1948, India raised the Kashmir issue at the United Nations Security Council. When the UN Commission suggested a plebiscite, India accepted it. Even in 1953, India reaffirmed its adherence to a referendum. But Pakistan prevented a referendum from being held then. Islamabad placed many unreasonable demands in an attempt to hurt its sovereignty. India has made its stance clear since then. A referendum will not be a solution. After all, the people of Jammu and Kashmir are a part of India. They vote in elections. India has used referendums sparingly. Since independence, there have been 6 of them. On the status of Sylhet in current-day Bangladesh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which opted to join Pakistan, Junagadh was made a part of India after a referendum, Pondicherry, Goa and Sikkim joined after the people approved of joining India. Arvind Kejriwal wants a referendum on full statehood for Delhi. In the West, referendums are fairly common and largely disastrous. From nearly 2 referendums in a year in the 1970s to nearly 8 every year in the last decade, politicians have passed the buck to the people whenever they struggle to decide on a difficult issue. Canada, for instance, ordered a plebiscite on the status of Quebec twice. In 1980, Canada won, but the 1995 experience was near horrific. Quebec remains with Canada on the back of a vote that read 50.58% in favor of staying. In 1979, Iran, which had a strong institutional system and Western growth model, left the decision of their future in the hands of the people. The result was this. Iran is an Islamic republic now. Catalonia and Greece are standing proofs of referendums gone wrong. Over the years, the people of Catalonia have voted in favor of splitting from Spain. The case of Greece was even worse. The country voted on a bailout package. There was panic, markets tanked. Again, it was a case of an ill-informed electorate voting on a major decision. Reeling under debt, Greece should have accepted the proposal of the IMF. Instead, it held a vote, which nearly led to the fall of the government. So those who say referendums are a symbol of direct democracy overlook the fact that that's exactly what parliaments are for. Represent people, take decisions, make laws. The common citizen's view on matters of defense and healthcare, fiscal policy and territory is unlikely to be driven by the big picture. That is not to say that there haven't been successes, like the referendum on the abortion law and gay marriage in Ireland recently. But then again, why can't elected representatives take this call? A vote a day on every question is recipe for chaos. It's not a healthy democratic exercise, and Brexit exemplifies it. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.